Hey guys, Chris Hayden here, and it's the 24th of August. I'm here with another Blu-ray and DVD update. I've been away for ages. I haven't done one for a while, so I do apologise for that. I've been swamped with work and with other film reviews and stuff like that, so I've not really had a chance to do one. I've also been waiting for a package from the States. I ordered That 70s Show, seasons 1 to 8, and it came in this awesome box set, and I really wanted to get an update video, have that, and show you guys it, but it hasn't arrived. So I'm just going to get on with it now and show you a few things that I've picked up over the last probably month or so. So first up is one that is a brilliant set, but it's a bit underwhelming, and that's The Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins. The Dark Knight and Batman Begins on Blu-ray box set. I do already own these on DVD. I had them when the DVDs were out. I've never bought them on Blu-ray, and I was like, they deserve to be on Blu-ray. This comes in a really lovely tin. It's like a nice looking tin. It's that's all embossed and everything, and it's actually each tin is numbered. Mine's I'm a bit pissed off because mine's got a bit of a dent underneath, which you can't see, but you can see under there it's got a limited edition numbering. I hate these things on Blu-rays. What the fuck is with these things? Excuse my language, but all they do is bend. Why do they put these sticky sleeves over the top of Blu-ray sets? It doesn't make any sense to me. But nevertheless, it's got 6 discs in it, so it's quite a comprehensive set. It's got quite a lot in it, a lot of extras. It's got the films on Blu-ray and on DVD and on Ultraviolet. So in terms of what it has is great, but the case is really crummy inside. It's really cheapy plastic. There's no booklet. There's no further information. It's actually quite a poor set. And I paid about £25 for this, which is not stupidly expensive, but I was hoping for a little bit better, particularly because these are some series of films, like Nolan's films, deserve amazing sets, and I just don't think this is that set, but it's okay. Next up is a film that I did like, even though it is shockingly rubbish, and that's Battleship. Now, Battleship is mindlessly stupid, as we all know. I remember when I reviewed it, I gave it 3 stars, and I said it is, just head-mashingly stupid, and it is just Transformers, just with ships. Obviously it's still a Hasbro thing. It's obviously not Michael Bay, it's Peter Weir, I think. But, it's not... It still has that Bayhem element in it, and it's got terrible performances. I mean, Taylor Kitsch is like the box office... I don't even know. He's in all these massive big budget movies, these huge Hollywood spectacles, and he's just awful in all of them. Liam Neeson is about as good as a chocolate teapot in this film. Rihanna is abysmal. It's literally, as a performance piece, Battleship is terrible. The only reason it's worth watching is sheerly because of the visuals are rather impressive. I mean, yes, they're all CGI, yes, they're over the top, yes, they're ridiculous, but they are quite visually thrilling and stimulating, and they did look good on the big screen. And this Blu-ray update is really good, so yeah, I literally got it purely because if I'm in a mood and just mong out and just whack on a dumb film, Battleship is quite a good one to do. Next up is one of my all-time favourite movies, which I've been hunting for on Blu-ray for so long, and I found it the other day for £10, and I was so thrilled. And that's Saturday Night and Sunday Morning. You see, I haven't watched it yet. It does have the DVD in it as well, and it's a really fat set. Even though it's in a standard Blu-ray case, it's really chunky and really heavy, and that's because it's got a 52-page book in it. Saturday Night and Sunday Morning is directed by Cal Reeves, and it's a staggering British social realist film. That's a very young Albert Finney. This film is one of the films that made me really appreciate cinema and really understand why narrative cinema is so important. I remember watching this in a film studies class and just being absolutely blown away by the tone and the image and the whole idea about this juvenile delinquent sort of thing. It is literally about, he finishes work on a Friday night and he goes out and gets drunk, and he sleeps with women, and he gets them pregnant, and bad things happen. It's pretty much literally about a lads on tour thing, really, but it's such a beautiful standpoint on social commentary and on our, society as a whole. And this is an old film. I mean, this is 1960, so this is right in the middle of the baby boomers and right in the middle of that whole where British cinema was so rich and so pure. And it still resonates today. It's still as powerful and as provocative as it was when it came out. I mean, this is a PG release, it's hardly a high certificate, but it was cutting edge at the time it came out, and this is a wonderful thing that the BFI have released, and I'm so thrilled to finally have it on Blu-ray. So if you haven't seen Saturday Night and Sunday Morning, please check it out, because it is an absolute diamond in the rough. Next up is the one I bought on a whim. It was £8. I didn't even hear anything about it. And that's Christian Bale in The Flowers of War. It's directed by the guy who did Hero, and House of Flying Daggers, which I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because it's a preposterous Japanese name, or Chinese name. This is beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful in every sense of the word. The Blu-ray quality is amazing. The film is really crisp and indulgent, and it sings with that period theme. Like, so many period films are so sumptuous and so grand, and they have such great scale, whether they're, you know, war, or whether they're costume, or whether they're royal or lords, and things like that. Just beautiful, beautiful cinema. And The Flowers of War is no exception to that rule. This is a great film. I don't even know, like, how I hadn't heard of this. It's one of the ones that got a simultaneous cinema and DVD Blu-ray release. Honestly, this is beautiful. Like, if you do get a chance to see it, do so. I picked this up in a supermarket for about £8 on Blu-ray. I literally just bought it because it's Christian Bale. I was like, do you know what? If it's crap, it's £8. This is a wonderful film. This is a really, really good movie. Lastly, on Blu-ray, I've had this for ages. Just proves how long I haven't done an update video for. And that's 21 Jump Street, which I've probably watched about 7 times since I've had it. This is the funniest film of the year. I mean, it's probably a tie between this and Ted, but because I've seen this more times, I think obviously I know more of the dialogue, so I think I enjoy this just because it's such a great romp. It's such a laugh, and Channing Tatum has blossomed into a really good actor. I mean, he's got great comedic timing in this film. He's got great presence. He owns a screen and understands a comedy just as well as Jonah Hill does. And the future is really bright for Channing Tatum. I'm excited about that because he has put some great performances out there. You know, like Guide to Recognising Your Saints is a wonderful film. Fighting, all the things he's done with Dito Montiel are really good. And this, I mean, 29 Jump Street is hilarious. It's just hilarious. Couple of DVDs now. First one is Irving Welsh's Ecstasy, which is supposed to be like a sequel to Trainspotting, but it's not. It's another story he wrote around drug culture in Scotland. It's a really weird film because it's all Scottish dialect, it's all Scottish characters, and it's got Christian Curick in it, or Curick, however you pronounce her name, the chick from Smallville, who doesn't really fit in. She gives a good performance, actually. She's quite dominating on screen, but it's just so strange to see her in it. She's almost too pristine and too pretty. And, you know, when you're watching it, it's like, oh, that's Lana Lang snorting coke and giving head. It's a bit weird. This is a very vulgar film. I mean, the dialogue is horrendous. I mean, every other word is C. There is some really graphic sex in this. It's a pretty intense film. It's good. It's good. It's not intense as in, like, you know, it's not a patch on world cinema, but it's certainly worth a watch. I mean, I said I just sort of stumbled across it, really. I love Trainspotting. It's not a patch on Trainspotting. It doesn't have any of that staying power that Trainspotting does, but has even. But it's certainly worth a watch. So if you get a chance, I would recommend it. Next up is an absolutely beautiful documentary by Kevin MacDonald. Kevin MacDonald just makes such great movies. The guy is just a genius. I mean, like, Touching the Void is one of the best films of the decade of the noughties. And this is Marley. If you're a Bob Marley fan, you're gonna love this film. I mean, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Really, but it's a wonderfully insightful documentary. It's really crisp and it's really rich, and it's basically all about him rather than his music. His music's obviously a big part of it, but it's really about his sort of ethos and this whole sort of like the Rasta culture and the Rasta movement, and, you know, finding peace and loving yourself and loving the world and loving people. It's a really inspirational film. It's a really beautiful film. The interviews are fantastic. Kevin MacDonald's got such a great way of interacting with people and getting the best out of them. The music is amazing. Obviously, it's full of Bob Marley music, which you can't go wrong with. This is a really, really, really good documentary. And it's just, yeah, it's really good. I say it's got lots and lots and lots of lovely stock footage in it. It's quite long. It's just shy of 2.5 hours, so it's quite an extensive documentary. I mean, this is the film about Bob Marley. If you're going to see a movie about Bob Marley, make it this one. This is the one that's going to give you the most information. It's going to give you the most about his life, about his death, about his drugs, about his family, about his world, about Jamaica. This is a really, really solid and engrossing documentary, and I'm a big Bob Marley fan, so, you know, yeah, this is a lovely movie. And last up is a film that was critically panned. I didn't see it, and I know why, and it's Gone, with Amanda Seyfried, and this is rubbish. It's watchable rubbish, but it is absolute rubbish. It's not as bad as Red Riding Hood, but it ain't much better. I only bought this on DVD because the shop didn't have it on Blu-ray, and I was like, oh, screw it, I'll just get it. I'm quite glad I actually paid less for it than buying it on Blu-ray. It's a massive, great big mess of a film. It really is. It's got Wes Bentley in it as well. And Wes Bentley like keeps popping up in really shit roles. Like, okay, he was in The Hunger Games and he was alright in it, but he's so brief in it. Whilst in this film, he's really sappy and just it's a disappointing effort. It could have been something, you know. And Amanda Seyfried is a great actress with great screen presence, but this is poo. So anyway, that's my update. I do have more stuff to show you, and I'll get back on the bandwagon and start doing more frequently. Hopefully this bloody package will arrive and I can show you this lovely set, because it's really good and it's really big and it opens up and it's got all like books and stuff in it. It's a delightful set. But until then, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Also visit my website, Hayden's Movie House. And thank you very much and have a lovely day. Cheers.